Hey guys, this is Hobbs. This is a scrim we did on Gullywash. We were taking a break from doing Swiftwater everything. There's no setup time, so we're getting right into it. I'm a really big fan of Gullywash, actually. It's definitely a sixes map. It's very big areas, but not very broad. You can see I kind of accidentally followed the scout there for a little bit. Don't go to the flank. Follow the combo. Bombing soldier lands one rocket. I missed the second rocket completely and blow up the backstab for the spy. The spy eventually takes care of him, but I let my medic die to a bomber on the on mid. Not necessarily because I was out of position, but, you know, I was out of position. So, you know, get back up, try to cap the point. I'm not going to cap the point because I'm going to get shot in the face here. So, yeah, pro mid right there. So, in addition to not accidentally following the scout for the first little bit of the rollout, I mean, I wasn't that far out of position. I was there for the rocket. I just, you know, missed the rocket. So, always do your warm-ups before practices. Here we get a sniper's eye view of the guy we were trying out for sniper that night. He's not necessarily having the best mid right there, but he actually went on a tear for us later on in the scrim. So. Yeah, first things first, when you get back up, I make a beeline for the combo. I call out, make sure I know where the combo is, and then try to get in, reflect the spam. Spam stops, turn around, look for the spies, you know, go a few feet behind the combo in whatever direction you think the spy is most likely to come in. Walk back around the corner. I've got heals, I've got an air blast. I can reflect most of the spam or heal from it, so I like to peek dangerously. I don't usually get caught out for that, but yeah. You can see anytime I think we're safe, I whip out my flare gun and I throw a flare. I've got like a half second to do that, and then I go back to the spy checking. A little miscommunication there. We pop pretty early, and then our heavy runs out of ammo. Yeah, so it's my medic and myself trapped in this little side area. Now this scout, this rocket, what the fuck? Like, I don't know what happened with this rocket. I get the flare on the scout, and then I managed to get kind of a lucky flare on the soldier. So I took a couple of them down with this, but my medic and I were just in a really shitty position there. We probably shouldn't have tried to push, but I really wanted to make that Uber happen. You know, we had a good advantage, but a heavy with no ammo and a pyro trapped underneath. It's just not productive. Not a productive Uber. So, you know, here we go again. I spawn with the medic this time because, you know, I died with the medic. And we get back up, try to find the heavy. Are we looking for the heavy? No, we're about to get caught out. See, worst case scenario, we're separated, so I need to get on the other side of that door. I eat a Girardi, and oh god, pipes. Yeah, it was kind of a worst case scenario, but this turns into some lemonade. I get the, that's not a Girardi joke. I get the spy. He's called out and Girardi'd, and he's got no cloak, so that's like the easiest spy kill that I will ever have. Thanks to that. Thanks for that's sniper for covering me. So here again, I'm going to do a little bit of peeking. You can see I can reflect the spam, or actually they're just not going to shoot at me. Here we go. There I reflect the spam, reflect the Uber, and here I'm kind of torn. Ordinarily, I like to WM2 into Ubers as much as I can, but I've got cover here. They have to come around the corner to me. So instead, when you've got the cover like this around the corner, just wait, just hang back. Like he's all the way back there. You see, he's got to deal with me from around that corner first. And I think he does manage to take down our combo while I'm dealing with this scout. The Uber's faded by now, but I think, yeah, our oh no, he gets headshot. Okay, but you see, their Uber didn't take any territory. They didn't even manage to get the door from us. So you know. We in some cases the best play when you got the Uber, not even in some cases, when you got the Uber but you have a corner like this, just let them come around to you. There's no need to push them back around. They want to take more than those 6 feet. They you know, you got to make them work for it. So here our combo comes back up, and I'm going to join them in the most roundabout manner possible. And I think this is where this scout comes in and flanks us. You see me, again, watching the front. When I see that they're both watching one direction, I pick another direction to watch. Yeah, here's this scout. That was an interesting spot for the spy, hiding in plain sight right in front of the heavy in his spun-up minigun, and missed the flare, aimed that double jump, and then, oh god, he's not even on fire, and a rocket finishes the scout off. Let us never speak of this again. So, again, find the combo, now that I'm finished dicking around with scouts on the flank. Yeah, we already know the spy's down. Spy's going to be back up in a few seconds, so get back to spy checking here in a second. And steal the ammo from the heavy. He remembers last time. He wants to get that ammo before we go in. And so, you see me checking. Oh, here's the bombing soldier. They always like to try to get you to pop early. The medic doesn't trust that I'm going to get that, but the medic does flash me with 1 hit point, giving me just enough invulnerability to WM1 into the heavy. Here, I try to push everyone off the point and just get a sneaky cap. Does not work out for me in the least. I actually get ubersawed by the medic. That is I mean, the medic was on fire. I've got a weapon that does critical hits, and he's a medic. Like, there's really no... Oh man, that was embarrassing. I just really, we had half the time on the cap point. Our first Uber push onto the last failed pretty spectacularly. Our second one, we popped a little bit earlier. We didn't have the best push necessarily, but we should have had that one. I really wanted to make it work, and I got Ubersawed. So, but here, pushing, we're keeping them from pushing back out. The scout, yeah, I'm a lot better at handling scouts when they can't double jump over my flares. Yeah, he didn't see that one coming. So again, I like this area. It's we've got the top left covered, so we're not going to get sniped or spammed out by demos. So I like hanging out around here. There's just nowhere for a spy to sneak up on us. I mean, I'm not even spraying flame. And the spy might be using cloak and dagger at this point, but he needs to uncloak from us, or he needs to uncloak, so he's not going to get anything. You don't need to be spraying flame 24/7 to be a good spy checker. You just need to watch. The spy has to uncloak before he comes at you. And in a wide open area like this, where there's nothing to hide behind, he's got nothing. So we're getting ready to push in again. I'm checking the flank as we move in, but the spy is behind us. He just backstabbed the NG. So yeah, another earlier Uber. There's no way I'm getting to the point from there. I'm not getting anywhere near the point, and I'm not doing any damage when I do get into a place where I see the point, so I don't even look at the point during that Uber. Try to get a little sneaky, just check the flank, don't necessarily WM1 all over the flank. Spun up heavy like that, watching the last point with a clear line of sight. Maybe on a pub I try to try to flare him down, from corner him with flares, but I was called. I just had to get out of there before I got flanked. And speaking of flanks, this is why you always look the opposite direction that your combo's looking. Yeah, spy rounds the corner. He's uncloaked. He's not, uncloaking in watching distance. When he's got cover like that, he can unflank. So here, our combo, they've got the point covered. They don't need an extra body on the point, so I just block one of the doors. I block one of the doors by keeping the deadly feared combat classes, the medic and the NG, from getting onto the point. I mock the medic's combat ability, but he just lead me on my previous life. So, I will take that with a grain of salt. Thank you very much for watching. Hit subscribe. There's going to be more Pyro videos. And until then, keep spy checking. God, that's lame.